In other hockey news, they did. I think we talked about on PKN, but for everyone, they did charge that guy who karate kicked the other hockey player in the neck and
Yeah.
killed him.
No,
In
we didn't.
UK.
We mentioned it initially on PKM, but we didn't talk about the arrest. I realized afterward. Yeah,
Manslaughter charges.
he's been arrested. Hopefully they. I don't know if they have charged him with manslaughter already, or if
What I saw.
okay, or if they're thinking about it.
I think we
but,
decided that's probably what he did.
Yeah, very much
I
so.
don't know.
Like it's like the way he fell or didn't fall. Like it's a clear attempt to raise his leg to the upper body of another player. Like there are no similar examples. I've watched a lot of hockey, and like people don't fall that way. You don't, even if he did catch his right inner edge and fall to the left, you would not fall and lift your leg into that fall. That's just not physically how you would. And if he was merely trying to prevent the player from gaining the zone, he would have tripped him a standard.
If you're called to be an expert witness and sort of do that thing like in JFK where you point at the video and go back and to the left,
yes,
back and to the left, they're proving the bullet came from in front of JFK and not behind. And
I could do it, baby. I could do it. I'd be like, take a look at this stick here. Is it caught on anything? Did it pull him out of position? No, it did not. And then we take a look at the right leg here. Look at the right inner edge. Does he catch an edge there? Do we see all the telltale signs of catching an edge, i.e. falling in the direction of his currently physical movement via inertia? No, we do not see this. What do we see? We see an intentional raising of the left leg to the upper body of Adam Johnson and the subsequent death. And I rest my case.
Here's what I think I saw, and I want to get this out.
No, I'm the prosecutor.
I don't think he tried to hurt the guy with his skate. A lot of people are acting like he did. I think even as I listened to Taylor, it's inferred, I think, that like he put his leg up there as a kicking motion. I think he threw his leg in the way like a turnstile just to slow him down.
But and you would trip. Like every other time that happens, you throw your leg at the shin pads, the feet of the person to trip them, because that's the best way to trip someone and prevent them from gaining access. Like it's a much less effective approach to go, I'm going to make a kicking motion to this guy's sternum area. Like that just doesn't happen. So like he did mean, I don't think he went into it trying to kill him, but he did mean to kick him. Like that's not how you move your leg.
Do you think
the guy was behind him? He didn't have an opportunity to kick the guy who's behind him. He could only throw his leg in his way. I thought that was the only play available.
Yeah, he threw his leg at his upper body. Like if he wanted to, he could have sprawled out, threw his legs behind him, just gotten a regular 2-minute trip. Like there were other options if he was willing to take a penalty, which he clearly was. And he did something unbelievably reckless. And sorry, like you can't throw your bladed foot around like that up in the air. Like that's day one. If you don't play hockey and you're listening to this, like you need to know a day one hockey thing is keep your feet on the ice. You have blades on your foot. Where do your feet stay? On the ice. Where does your stick stay? On the ice. Like, because that's how kids get hurt in mini mite and little league is not like getting cut by blades generally, but they lift their stick up and then they smack some other kid in the face or the neck.
It wasn't negligence. It wasn't ignorance. It was at the very least like some sort of carelessness and recklessness.
Reckless.
That's what we're talking about. This is a professional. This is a professional out there doing it. If a kid did it in a high school game, it'd be a different discussion. If you ask me, it'd be like,
yeah.
But this guy's been doing it his whole goddamn life. Like he has been doing it since he was a child. If he's made it to the pros, even the UK pros or whatever. So I hope they try him. It'll be an interesting trial. I don't know. Mm-hmm. I miss when we had televised trials. That Johnny Depp Heather or bedshitter lady thing was kind of interesting. Amber Heard, but I really want like daily live feed like the OJ trial was when I was a kid.
This happened in England, right?
Like that, yeah.
Yes.
Are they going to dress up like it's the 1600s?
Don't get those barristers and warlocks?
Hear ye, the trial of the murderous bladester is in session.
Ever spent 3 hours explaining ice hockey.
Higher sport of ice hockey. What is it and what does it mean?
Exactly. Taylor is expert witness. You need a pipe and like the Sherlock Holmes hat.
Where do you acquire so much ice?
They just get one Canadian guy up there as the expert witness, and then they can have a British guy translate him.
It's any Canadian.
Yeah,
we don't all like hockey. I don't know what.
And then they go back and translate.
Yeah. because there's a lot of terminology in hockey that wouldn't pick
They've
up.
all
right
got those
away.
headsets on like Nuremberg, like waiting for the translation from just a straight Canadian.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, I
that'll be
enjoy
interesting to
those
see. Hopefully
televised
that guy
trials.
gets arrested.
I enjoy those televised trials immensely, especially when it's someone in the public eye or someone you know something about. I wish that Cain Velasquez trial was
Yeah.
televised. You
I
know,
wish the Trump
refreshing.
trials were televised.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Maybe it could make it. I don't know that we don't. I'm trying to avoid the Civil War. So
now
maybe
you're
keep that one off TV.
responsible.
I mean, I'm trying to avoid winning the Civil War, Woody. Like, you know what I mean?
Like you'd know what
I'm
that's
gonna be
like.
At
fine.
long last.
I'm the only one here who knows what it's like to win the Civil War.
You remember that?
Yeah,
He does. He's old as shit. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. I think. Oh, you were saying that you want to not watch trials that are live, like for Trump, but you think the Cain Velasquez one would be fun.
The Cain Velasquez one would be cool because that's an interesting. It's a classic sort of. What are you going to do about this kind of thing? So basically, his kid. It doesn't matter which one. It's like gets molested by some guy. He goes after the guy. He shoots bullets into the guy's car. Misses the guy. Hits the guy's like someone else in the car. Doesn't matter.
Someone who was not molesting his son.
A non-molester. He's like shot this man, and maybe it caused nerve damage. The man might have lost some use of a hand, and he's a carpenter. Like woe is me, all this shit.
Yeah.
I think Cain's out now. He was in jail for a long time, awaiting trial. I think he might be out. Huh?
Not that long.
It felt like a long time to be sitting in jail.
For a long time. The dude did like 14 months for murder.
Did they scoop up the pedophile?
It's not over.
They got him.
It hasn't begun.
Yeah.
Did they got the pedophile too, or did they just arrest him?
I don't know. I don't know.
Was it like confirmed that this guy was molesting his kid?
I think he was a sex offender as well. Like I think, yeah.
Oh, okay.
100%. Like this guy molested the guy's kid.
Well, hopefully he got locked up. Save those children.
The trial begins in January. See, I'd love for that to be televised. I'd watch that shit.
See, that's the what do you think is going to happen to him? Because he shot someone that had nothing to do with it and kind of ruined their life, seemingly, right?
I think he's in trouble. I think they're going to say, like, what, hey, we all understand XYZ, but he didn't even get the right guy. Look, if you're going to go John Wick, you got to get the Russians. Right, guys? I'd say that to the jury.
Yeah,
They'd understand.
You got to practice. You got to be good with
bystanders.
The gun.
Yeah. I mean, why do you bring a gun is what everyone says. Because in case you don't know, Cain Velasquez, one of the greatest heavyweight champions of all time in the UFC. He is a terrifying man.
Yeah, but the other guy was in a car. You can be the toughest guy in the world. You can't chase a car.
Well, he had his own car, so he could have followed them to a place. And
then I'm seeing the point.
Yeah, yeah. He could kill a man with his bare hands, no problem.
He's gonna get in a lot of trouble. I think.
Yeah.
I get mixed because on one hand, I see like dads taking care of people that hurt their kids, getting off scot-free all the time.
Yeah, but it's the right guy.
You might, one, not the right guy. Good point. Two, like the kind of person that tends to get off scot-free for big charges isn't a really tough guy with brown power tattooed on him.
Yeah.
Who is like on the record shooting an innocent person.
Well, that's what they're there. That's the trial's point. I saw that guy in Russia. He just got off. He discovered that his best friend had been molesting his like 8-year-old daughter, and he forced his friend to dig his own grave, murdered him, threw him in the grave. I think he got off with like nothing, like literally like community service. Or
I'm
something.
fine with
served
that.
some time.
He had been, he just got out
as the head of the parade. Hopefully, like getting a little bit of recognition.
Oh, you're out now. Now you can head right. He's on his way to Ukraine now. That's probably why he got out so early.
Yeah, if a dad murders, not even murders, kills the molester of his child, everybody's got to rally behind that guy.
See, you say that, but that's how you got Nightmare on Elm Street. That's the plot of that film.
Nightmare on Elm Street. Wait, Freddy Krueger molested kids or was molested?
Killed and molested kids. Yeah, and then all the parents get together and they burnt him alive in his little subterranean shed / shack at the Foundry, depending on which film you watch. And then he came back to get the siblings of the kids he had He had murder rape.
I think I've seen that first one of those, but yeah, I cannot believe that you're making that up. He wasn't molesting kids.
He was. It's heavily implied. I just saw a thing with Wes Craven the other day.
Yeah.
It's heavily implied, but they did have to back off of it because of something that happened in the
Man, that's a really bad guy.
Now I realize how stupid Taylor's plan is of getting rid of pedophiles.
Yeah. Because this guy with his fucking sweater and his dream weaving is gonna get you anyway.
Come back with a claw hand.
Those parents were right to burn that pedophile in that 80s movie.
Oh, hot take, Taylor.
I don't care who hears me say it. I don't care what kind of risk I'm putting myself at. I'm not saying these things. That's fun to say something like totally fine and be like, I'm putting myself out there. Rape is bad.